Tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel.
Hey all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today I've got the 89 Batmobile. Next 6 stages, 45 to 50. Excellent. There's more in the actual magazines to read and the comics than the actual parts that we fit today. We have got another seat. There is one of the seats. We've got the headrest to fit into that today. And then 46 is another seat. So we'll put the headrest on that as well. And there we have the dash. That's looking cool. It looks great when it's lit up. We also get the floor and we get the pedals to pop into place as well. So it's all about the interior this month. So hopefully it'll look fantastic. We're not got any carpets. I'm not sure if we're going to get any with it, to be honest, because I know some of the builds that we've had, like the Ford Falcon, they've got carpets, but we don't seem to have any for this. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, now stage 45, Batman versus Joker. Remember that from the film? That card being put in after Batman Begins near the ends. Yeah, we know Heath Ledger was in the next. There he is. Brilliant Joker. Yeah, Jack Nicholson was brilliant as well, but yeah, Heath Ledger, fantastic. And here we have the left seat part 2. In this issue, the assembly of the left side of the Batmobile from the 89 film continues with the addition of the headrests. So headrest frame times 2, cushion times 2 and grille times 2 with Type S screws. There we go, should be pretty straightforward. Excellent. Anyway, dead nice metal, another excellent read from the comics, of course. Batman 1979, Catwoman Returns. Yeah, probably more romance, and Ra's al Ghul again. Excellent, there we go, cracking pictures as always. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. There we go, those are the parts. That is rubber. Yeah, that is brilliant. The grill is just the grill, of course. That will fit into there, and it doesn't matter which one of these you use because it's just push fit. There we go. Push that into place. Like that, we'll do that 2 times. Push that there. Yeah. And line up the holes and push it in place. Brilliant. Alright, we can get one of these now onto the seat. I'm not sure if that one's fully, there it is. Yeah, that's fully gone in. Excellent, that was easy enough. Right, S screws. Okay, now we have the seat. Pop that back on afterwards. Let's pop that headrest just there, like so. Yeah, and get a couple of these S screws in place. There we go. Alright, now what we need to do now is push the back on. There we go. That is one completed seat. Well, a cracking headrest. That was cool. Right, let's move on to stage 46. Okay, no, stage 46. Batman's Great Dilemma. There's a district attorney and Rachel. Two-Face and Bruce's old flame Rachel. There we go, and there's the encounter. Apparently in the film she got really scared of Heath Ledger. He improvised and it did scare her a little bit. Brilliant. And in the parts you have the right seat. The assembly of the seats continues. So we have right seat cover, frame and plate and Type T screws. Obviously we've done this before, but we can get the headrest in place, and then we got the 2 seats completed. Brilliant. There we go, Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. Yeah, excellent origin story, of course. And Superstar Holiday Special. Brilliant graphics. Yeah, fantastic artwork. Cracking read as well. There we go. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, get the parts out. There we go, those are the parts. Basically just same as previous. That will pop into there like so. We've actually got the T-screws, haven't we? There we go, that's there. A couple of T-screws here. There we go. Right. Pop the headrest onto here, like so. We need a couple of these S screws from stage 45. There we go, brilliant. Put the back on, line up all the holes. There we go. Don't know why it won't work from it first time around, but anyway. That's done now. Brilliant, that's one seat. That's two seats. Excellent stuff. Right, that is stage 46. Let's move on to stage 47. And here we have stage 47, Gotham City Police Department, Gary Oldman. Brilliant. Did love that trilogy. Absolutely fantastic. This is where Bane, I think, isn't it? Yeah, Gotham, yeah, Dark Knight Rises with Bane, Tom Hardy. Couldn't believe it was Tom Hardy when I watched the film. Gear shifts and control panel, two essential elements for driving the Batmobile. Assemble at this stage the gearbox and the control panel. So we have gear shift lever 1, 2 and 3, lever shaft, gear shift lever support and base, control panel base, LED board with cable, panel lights times 3. Excellent. Right, now we got a pin, there we go, pop all them levers in place. Yeah, put the base on. Yeah, the control board. Yep, LED panel, there we go. You can see where they all go. Yeah, can't wait to get the interior done, look fantastic. And then the rest of the magazine, I Am Gotham, graphic style. And then Batman in 1981, more my era of course. There we go, looking cool. Brilliant stuff. Batman battles them all. They're the parts, let's get on with the build. Okay, we'll get the parts out. Okay, those are all the parts. Watch out for them clear little LED lenses. Put them to one side for now. What we do need are the gear levers. Now we need it this way around, and these go in a specific order. We want 47.1, which is this one to go in here. It should hopefully go in there, line up with the hole. Just there, like so. I want 47.2. Pop this into here, line this up, and we'll capture all these with that pin just there. Right, now 47.3. Pop that in there. Hopefully we'll go and get in. Getting a bit awkward this one. Oh, there we go. It's gone in. Right, line all these three up. Magnifying glass time this. Now let's pop the pin through. That's through one of them. Get the other one lined up. There's my screwdriver. Let's see, line that one up. Here, line the other one up. The middle one's being a little bit awkward. There we go. Just turn it around. And the end one, get the pin all the way through. There we go. Right, now this pin does have a little notch on it, so it will sit into the casing correctly. Just turn this around, find the notch. There's the notch. That should push on now. As long as it wants to push through here. Line that up. There we go. That's how that goes. Rather fiddly, but that looks cool, all that. I do enjoy that. I did like that at all. Sorry, I did like that, I should say. Right, now we can pop these two together. Yeah, you can see the detail as well. Right, there's 3 pegs, 2 here and 1 here, so I can line that up and press this into place as well. This is definitely a magnifying job. I think that's been a little bit awkward. I'm going to put some oil on this. That one was going to go in easy anyway. There we go, that's presto. Brilliant, there we go. That's the gear levers in place, looking cool. Excellent stuff. Right, we can pop that to one side because now we need these clear lenses and we need this piece which is 47.7, so 47.9. All these clear lenses will go into here. These just press in place. There we go. So that's them 3 clear lenses in place. Right, now we need where are we? Here we are, the little circuit board. Let's unravel this. Excellent, this will go here like so. Press that in place and that is it. That's all we do with that, because we need to fit that later on in the build. There we go. Excellent. These do move. There you go. These gear levers, you can move them. Just be careful though, don't move them at the top because it might be a little bit stiff there. Move it down here, as you can see. Excellent. There we go. That's stage 47. Let's move on to 48. Okay, now we have stage 48. Justice and its champions in the trilogy. Brilliant, there we go. District Attorney and Rachel. There is Gary Ullman. Yeah, excellent stuff. Do love that trilogy. And here we have the interior floor. So yes, the interior floor with B and D screws. Let's see. Oh, pop the seats in place and that control panel. Excellent. And the gear levers. There we go. Look at that. Fine result. Interior floor. Brilliant. Do we need carpets? We'll find out. Then we have the White Knight in the comics. Batman 1982. Beautiful graphics. Lovely artwork. Love the use of the colours. There we go. Now the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. There we go. There's our interior floor. Yeah, it does need casting, that does it not? Right, let's pop the seats in place here and here. Yeah, they look exactly the same to me, these, but yeah, there we go. Right, we need B screws for this. There we go, that's the seats in place. Excellent. Right, now we have this LED panel which will go here, pop that through there and clip this in place. Let's see, we want the cable at the bottom, so let's just press in place. There we go. That looks cool. Right, gear levers. Yeah, there we'll go into there. Let's see. Get these in the middle, I think. There we go. Collect all them, and one of these doesn't want to come through. Okay, let me just ease this one in. There we go. One's going down. So should that one. There we go. Yeah, they're popped through. Brilliant. Right, we need a couple of D screws. D screws. Brilliant. There we go. That's looking cool. The gear sticks, yeah, they're fine. See, they do move. Yeah, I don't think I've got them in the wrong order anyway. No, I've not. That's brilliant, that. So there we go, that's the interior floor with the 2 seats. Yeah, that control LED panel and the gear levers in place. Excellent, so that's stage 48. Let's move on to 49. Okay, now let's have a look at the magazine, stage 49. We have the makeup artist. There we go. The look Nolan wanted for the Joker was that his face should reflect his chaotic and traumatised personality. Of course. Brilliant, there we go. What a cracking scar. Brilliant makeup though. Should have got an Oscar for that. And pedals. Driving the Batmobile depends on the driver's operation of, among other things, the brake and accelerator pedals. So we have accelerator pedal 49.1, 49.2 is brake pedal, accelerator pedal clamps ×2 is 49.3, and accelerator pedal connectors ×2 is 49.4. There we go. So I think it's all push fit this today in this issue. Yeah, no screws. There we go. Excellent. And the House of Hush, again from the graphic era, and Batman 83. There's their Madman. Brilliant. Oh, look at that. Man Bats and Batman. Brilliant stuff. Brave and the Bold. Batman and Batman. Excellent. Now the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. There we go. Those are the parts. Yeah, brilliant. Right, first thing, we need to pop these two together. This is 49.4 and 49.3. Now there is a little notch just there, and it will slip into there. A little, yeah, so it will guide itself into there. There we go. Brilliant, just like that. And same with this one. Again, it's magnifying job, this. Magnifying eyeglasses, there you go. You see that little notch there? And flip this over, get that in place. Just there, like that. Excellent. Now it's just a matter of popping these onto here. Again, there's a notch. It locates itself like that. And same with this one. There we go. Turn it until it goes. There we go. Just like that. So I'm lining them up because now we need the interior floor, and it goes into them 4 holes there. Right, popped a little bit of oil on them 4 little pegs. Let's see if that helps. It's a bad if I can. There we go, yeah, that one click. And now just do this side. There we go. Excellent. So the oil works again. Brilliant. Right, we've just got the other paddle to pop in place, which goes down this cutout here. There we go. That's the pedals in place. Not a great lot in that stage, but yeah, it's looking a bit more complete. Excellent stuff. Right, let's move on to stage 50. Okie doke, stage 50. The Dark Knight, the Legend Rises. There we go, that's the film. And in the parts we have rear LED panel base and steering wheel. So we have interior structures tab, rear LED panel base, LED circuit, steering wheel shaft and its support type. What we got there? Type D screws, type D screws twice, type P screws. Oh sorry, it's type D, type O and type P screws. Too small that writing for me. There we go, so pop that in place. Steering wheel of course. There we go. Yeah, pop the dashboard in place. There we go, rear LED panel base and steering wheel. Yeah, fit them later I suppose. And then flashpoint. Batman is Tommy's wearing, we know he is. Or was. There's Batman and Robin, the new Teen Titans. Batman outside as a Nightwing, Robin as Nightwing. Of course, there we go. That is the magazine. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. There we go, those are the parts. There is the steering wheel shaft. Very heavy. Brilliant. First things we need are this little LED panel. That will go there like that. There is a location peg just there. We need a D screw to keep that in place. There we go, that's that secured in place. Yeah, there we go. Now we need a steering wheel now, don't we? Right, I have popped the emblem off. I did break a peg taking it off, but never mind. We need to pop this steering wheel in place. We need this piece onto here, like so, and then steering wheel back on there, and we need a screw. We need an O screw to keep that in place. Okay, now need one all screw. Make sure that your steering wheel is lined up with the cutouts, so it sits correctly. There we go. There we go. Right, we can pop this back in place. Like I said, I lost the little peg, taking this back off. There we go, but that is now back in place. That'll be fine like that. The two pegs will hold that nicely. Excellent, that's the steering wheel. Okay, now we can take that and we can pop this onto this dashboard here. See that groove there? Yeah, that fits just there like that. It will sit nicely there. And then we need this piece, 55, which will fit just over the top. Push that into place. There we go. We need a couple of D screws. There we go. That's the steering wheel and shaft in place. Looking just like that. You can see the logo is right way up. You might want to colour that actually. There we go, brilliant. Right. There we can pop this into place. See the two location points for the dash just there like that. That will sit there perfectly like that. We'll flip that over and get it in place with a couple of P screws. There we go, excellent. So there's our interior. Looking cool, just like that, brilliant. Right, these two little pieces we use at a later date. There we go. I'm not sure what that is for. Looks like it screws in place actually. But anyway, there we go, that is stage 50 completed. And altogether, that is stage 45 to 50 completed. Okay, let's have a look how cool this dash looks like. Yeah, get this hooked up. Just one coin cell battery. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Excellent. Obviously you can't see the Batman logo very well. The shape of the car. It's a bit too bright for all that camera. But anyway, there's that dash. And then this little LED. And we pop together. Pop. Oh, that is well bright. Yeah, nearly took my head off that one. Brilliant, there we go. Ah, there we go. Looking just like that. Brilliant, at least we know everything's working great. There we go folks, that is the interior floor. Looking just like that. Excellent. Yeah, one or two filler little pieces. The gear levers, I thought they were going to be really tricky. But they do shift anyway, so that's good. And I love that dash. Yeah, I know some people have complained about it not being fully accurate, but you know, it looks cool to me anyway. And the seats do move. Yeah, a little bit. I could do putting some oil on that or grease or whatever. Make them move. Yeah, that one seems to move better than the driver's seat, but they do move along. Excellent. There we go. And then we have that little LED panel as well. Obviously this will light, I think, some more circuitry at the back here. If you have a look at when you have a look at the magazine, you can see it. Not sure what this little piece is, but we'll keep that safe anyway. Well, there we go. That is the 89 Batmobile for another month. Excellent stuff. I hope you did enjoy that. If you did, give us a nice big thumbs up, and hopefully I'll catch you next month. So thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.